Young Adult Podcast.
Welcome to podcast 169.
169.
A lot has happened since podcast 168.
Correct.
And what do I mean by that? Well, Charlie Kirk happened. And so, it's funny, but not funny. I don't know why I said that. It's kind of hard for us. When we record once a week, we're not really current affairs, so to speak.
Right. Yep.
So it feels a bit late in response. But we're going to talk about this situation, but more specifically, the church's response to Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
Which has been quite divisive.
Yeah.
So
for some reason.
Yeah, for some reason.
Yeah.
It took me way off, what am I trying to say? It caught me off guard.
Yeah, caught you off guard.
The church's response has caught me way off guard.
Yeah.
And it's funny because today's Tuesday. Yeah. And so it happened 6 days ago.
Yep.
But the church is now processing on more today things. Mm-hmm. So we're going to talk about the church's response, kind of Sunday service response and people's response to this. And it's caught me off guard and not very healthy responses, I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of it has been – I think there obviously is some healthy responses. I'm not saying that every church's response was unhealthy.
But the viral ones, or the viral social media moments have all been unhealthy responses, in my opinion.
Yep.
So we're going to talk a lot about that. We're going to give our thoughts and opinions on that.
Yeah.
So, but before we get into that,
we got a few things to talk about. First off, we're both 1-1 now.
Yes. Oh, yes. We're 1-1. We need to write this down because I'll never remember.
We need to make a running tally on our little sticky note board.
I'm going to step off camera for a second.
All right, Pastor Luke's off camera. I'm going to commentate what he's doing. He is searching for a pen, pencil. He's got a nice big blue Sharpie. You can see it right there in the camera. And so he's heading over to our giant sticky note. He's wrote his name down. He is 1-1. He's got my name down, also 1-1. And I will say I have text proof of my dad's responses. He has never got them to us yet during the podcast.
Yeah, so
he's 2-0. He's
I
predicted
gotta
both games perfectly.
I got it right, Fred.
So let me see. I'm gonna text him right now. See if he responds. Let's see what he got. Just see what he says.
For some reason, Fred.
I don't know what it is.
What's up with that? All right,
I have no idea.
Yep, we walloped the Bears. I don't know what's going on with the Lions. I don't know who they are. I don't know how you go from
looking that bad.
Yeah, looking bad that bad week 1 to looking that good week 2.
I don't know.
I don't know what they did between week 1 and 2. Maybe they could do that again between weeks 2 and 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard a couple people talking a lot about the offensive lines communication. They worked a lot on it in between 1 and 2.
They fixed it,
and that was a lot of the people that I was listening to about the Lions mentioned that part of the reason they looked so much better, a big part of it was that the O-line looked way better.
Yeah, it was way better. And so we need picks today. You texted your dad already?
I texted him. Yeah.
All right, sheesh, I am curious. I've got no idea who the Lions are, but I do have a pick for Monday Night Football.
I do too.
So go ahead.
All right, I'm going with the L.
The L.
I'm going with the L.
I
hope that I'm wrong.
Oh, of course.
But historically, the Ravens have whooped the Lions.
Always. Not even close games.
And so I'm gonna kind of go with history. I hope that I'm wrong.
The last time the Lions played the Ravens, they played in Baltimore. The game was so bad that you kind of turned it off.
Yeah, I left.
Yeah.
I shut the TV off and went outside.
But I do remember this. That was Jahmyr Gibbs, because last time they played the Ravens, that was Jahmyr Gibbs' first rushing touchdown.
It was his first career rushing touchdown. I remember that. And hopefully he gets way more of them.
Absolutely.
This game. Especially because I got him on my fantasy team.
What's the spread?
I have no idea.
Let's check the
Let's
spread.
check the spread real quick.
Hold on a second. I know it's not very like fun for you guys to watch us check a spread. But oh my gosh, I didn't expect that. Baltimore's favored by 4.5 points. So I'm going to go with a Detroit Lions loss.
All right.
I think the Detroit Lions lose. So there we go. 1-2. Well, not only will the Lions be 1-2, but hopefully we'll be 2-1.
Yeah, I would way rather be wrong about this one.
Of course, yeah. We're going to predict the loss. All right. And we're going to hopefully your dad.
We'll hopefully get his response.
Okay,
Yeah.
so right now Fred's winning.
Right now he's winning.
He's 2-0.
He's 2-0.
All right.
He also said, this is what's crazy to me. He said they lose by at least 14 to Green Bay, which they did.
Yeah.
And then he said, I think they crushed the Bears.
My goodness.
He said at least a 10-point lead. He said, I think it'll be bigger.
My goodness.
And they did.
Sheesh.
Anyway.
This team is so up and down right now. I don't know who they are. We got to find some sort of like middle ground predictability.
Yeah.
Because I've got no idea what's going on
I don't
with
know
the
either.
Lions.
I have no idea.
But we have some foods here. Because as soon as I said we have some food here, I looked up in the room over. Kayla is holding up a gallon of milk.
She's got a whole gallon of milk. She's like looking through the window like, you're going to need this these snacks.
That's because we have spicy candy. This is mango habanero gummies.
Yeah, which I mentioned before the podcast. I love mango habanero wings. I can't eat a lot of them because they're usually really spicy.
Yeah.
But man, like you give me like 3 mango habanero wings, amazing.
Then what we got? Then we have. Well, this is one spicy gummy, and we had another spicy gummy, which is what?
Watermelon with chili.
And those are rings.
Yeah, these are rings.
So that's spicy. This spicy. But then we have these really cool new Reese's Oreo combo.
Yeah. I've never even seen those. Apparently they're a big thing right now, and I'm gonna try them. I'm gonna try one of these rings though.
Go ahead.
All right. Oops, sorry guys. Interesting. Watermelon.
Oh. Right off the bat, a lot of watermelon flavor, which I like. Mm-hmm. He's coming on though.
Yeah. I was about to say it's not that spicy.
Well, don't speak too soon.
I was about to, but I'm glad I didn't. It's
Come
definitely
on.
there.
That's there. Oh, it's there.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's not hurting you, but
Yeah.
it's like,
As you got a little burn in the back of your throat, but it's not like, ah!
yeah. Actually, that's pretty good.
I was surprised by that one.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel it in the back of my throat now.
Yeah.
Once I swallowed it.
Yeah.
And this one I'm a little bit more scared of, mango habanero.
Yeah. I'm gonna take I brought myself a glass of milk. So
Really?
I did, yeah.
It's milk in there?
Yeah.
My goodness. I'm on water train over here. I'm not doing well.
So I'm gonna take a little sip before I jump into this. Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, this one's probably going to hurt more.
It looks
There we go.
worse.
I know. So it just smells like habanero. Oh, tastes like habanero right off the bat.
Or much hotter.
Yeah. That's heat, baby.
Yeah, it is. It's
hurts.
weird. The texture of that gummy is like the texture of a dehydrated mango.
Yes. Yes, it is. I think it is a dehydrated mango. I don't think it's a gummy at all.
It might be just dehydrated mango covered in habanero dust.
I have severely underestimated what I was about to eat. That is not a gummy. That is a dried mango covered in habanero dry rub.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It literally says, first ingredient, dried mango slices.
I thought it was a gummy.
I did too.
Flavored mango habanero.
Yeah.
I wish
It's
it was a
not.
gummy because I think it'd be less hot. If it was a gummy.
Yeah, that one was much spicier.
I recommend the gummy rings a whole lot more than the mango habanero. I don't know why I thought it was a gummy. The package actually says mango habanero, but it looks like a gummy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
This
is Reese's Oreo.
I'm glad we're doing this one next, or like last.
So I don't know if this is white chocolate on the outside or if it's supposed to be the Oreo cream.
I'm guessing it's supposed to be the Oreo cream.
Yep. So we got the Oreo cream on the top with the Reese's chocolate on the bottom. And then on the inside is peanut butter and the Oreo cookie.
All right.
So I'm going to bite it in half.
Yeah, go for it.
Because I want to see what the inside
I want
looks
to see
like.
what the inside is. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Got a nice little crunch to it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Good texture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this. How's the top? Does it taste white chocolatey or does it taste like that vanilla cream?
I can't taste it.
Okay.
My mouth might be too polluted with habanero.
Habanero flakes.
Yeah. But I'm getting more of a white chocolate than a Oreo cream.
That was good. Mm-hmm. I agree. It's more white chocolatey than cream. It was good.
Yeah. A regular Reese's is better,
Yeah,
and a regular Oreo is better.
I agree. I also think the specialty Reese's, you know, like the egg, the Christmas tree,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
the pumpkins.
Yeah. Keep going.
Those are way
All
better.
of them. Yeah, they're way better. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I'd rather have a double stuffed Oreo, and I'd rather have a Reese's Christmas tree than a combination of a Reese's Oreo.
Yeah.
But it still tasted great. Mm-hmm. And if you are curious about that snack, I would get it just so you can eat it and say you had it. I do not recommend mango habanero, but I do recommend, what is that called?
The watermelon chili.
Yes. I do recommend the watermelon chili gummy rings.
Yeah, those were surprisingly good.
Very good. All right, let's get into our topic today. I'm so jealous of your milk. That'll be the title of the podcast today. I'm so jealous of your milk. No.
I don't know why that was really funny to me, but
It was funny to me too. I caught myself off guard with that one. So yeah, let's talk about the church's response to Charlie Kirk. Obviously, the whole situation with Charlie Kirk is absolutely terrible.
yeah, just so sad, so terrible.
I mean, you immediately, as a youth pastor, you were getting texts from students asking essentially like, are we going to pray tonight at church? So what I mean by that is Wednesday night.
Yeah.
So we have church on Wednesdays, which is kind of uncommon these days to have Wednesday night church, but we had church on Wednesdays and it happened on a Wednesday. And so immediately it was one of those things where you were receiving text messages,
immediately
right?
my phone started blowing up from students texting me, asking me if I'd heard about it, if we were going to pray for his family at church that night, which we did end up doing. And it was definitely even, you know, a lot of the teenagers were really affected by it that we ministered to.
Yeah, and I was over in the main side for the evening. We had visitors show up because they were so shaken by the shooting.
Yeah.
We addressed it that night. We talked about it that night a few different times throughout the service. We prayed. You know, I even know with the people that showed up who were scared.
Yeah.
We had lots of great conversations with them. It was a great night of feeling like of healing as a church, but we did a lot of that on Wednesday night. But not everybody was at church on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
And so I know a lot of churches ended up having to address it on Sunday.
Right.
And so I'm sure a lot of churches did that. Now our church did it on a Wednesday.
Yep.
We prayed for the nation on Sunday, but we didn't really specifically bring up Charlie Kirk. This problem we have as a nation obviously is seen in this event with Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
But it's also seen in dozens and dozens of other events too. We pray for the nation. As a matter of fact, our church prays for the nation quite frequently. We have a I guess, a little moment we do every now and then called Stop, Drop, and Pray.
Yep.
And if you're able to get down on your knees, go ahead and do so. We typically do this right after the final song of worship. We'll say, let's stop, drop, and pray for the nation. We do this routinely throughout the year. And so our church is real focused on the stuff. We actually ended up getting a message sent to us on Instagram from a lovely family here at church. She was like, hey, why didn't we talk about Charlie Kirk on Sunday? And I realized, oh, hey, you know what? You're right. We never mentioned Charlie Kirk, we pray for the nation. I ended up texting my dad.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, Dad, was there a reason why you didn't talk about Charlie Kirk on Sunday?
Yeah.
And he said, well, actually, I just kind of wasn't on my mind.
Yeah.
He's like, we did so much on Wednesday, it wasn't really on my mind.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, no big deal.
Yeah.
So I ended up texting this family back, hey, this is what's going on. And they liked the response.
Yeah.
And that was kind of our interaction. And then today, today's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday.
What's the date today? Do we know the date today?
Today is the 16th.
Today's September 16th. Now, September 16th, things are blowing up.
Yeah.
There has been a wild response from Christians on September 16th. I don't know. I was chatting with you about this right before we hopped on the podcast. You seemed completely unaware of these events, of some of this stuff happening.
Yeah, I've been since mid-July. I've been purposefully off all social media for a little bit. I'll be back on, but
maybe you shouldn't be back on. It's probably better to be off.
So I've just
because what I'm seeing today is kind of troubling.
It's just I had just realized it was nothing like I said. I don't think Instagram is completely evil or all social media is terrible, but I was just noticing I was spending way too much time on it. It had become a big time waster for me. It was just a lot of stuff I didn't want to see, and so I was like, I'm going to take a little break for a few months, and so I'm just kind of in the middle of that. So yeah, there's been a lot of stuff that people are telling me, oh, did you see this? No, I didn't.
That's fine. You know what? The truth is that you don't need to see it. I wish I didn't see some of the stuff I was seeing today. It's kind of shook me a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm obviously what happened to Charlie Kirk is absolutely terrible, but our response to things like this is just as important too.
Yeah.
And so there's a trend right now
on
social media of people posting their a personal, they're talking to the camera, and it's a trend right now to say my church didn't mention anything about Charlie Kirk, and I'm never going back to that church again. I'm done with this church. I've been going to this church for 10 years. I'm done. Because for one Sunday on September 14th, they didn't mention Charlie Kirk. Now, I'm assuming that the reason they're so offended it is a combination of maybe they're assuming their church has no compassion,
right,
combined with they think their church is woke.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because Charlie Kirk spoke against the wokeness, and that's what got him killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously, Charlie Kirk was a Christian.
Yeah.
But the main driving motivation for murdering Charlie was his woke, his anti-woke speech.
Yeah.
And so now it's a combination of hey, my church has no compassion or sympathy, and my church is woke.
Right.
So that's a wild response, in my opinion, to just label your whole church. I would suggest instead to start a dialogue with your pastor.
Right. Yeah.
Pastors, to find out why didn't they say anything, or why didn't they pray for the nation? Why didn't they do something? There could be a lot of great reasons why they didn't say something. Let's just paint a simple scenario.
Okay.
Maybe why. Maybe your pastor has been out of the country.
Right.
He gets home Saturday night. He's barely got it together. He's got a cold from traveling.
Yeah.
He feels sick. He feels under the weather. He's got 100 other things on his mind.
Right.
He's got a whole church to take care of.
Yeah.
He's already written a message before Charlie Kirk's incident ever happened.
Right.
It's not on his mind. It's whatever's going on. Maybe he's stressed out about a lot of other things with his own personal life. And the Sunday service goes by and he forgets.
Yeah.
And nobody on his staff reminds him or nobody says anything to him.
Right.
So that's would you say that's possible?
Oh yeah, that's absolutely. It's totally possible. I don't think that's an odd picture to paint at all whatsoever.
I mean, he's a human being, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's no room for grace. There's a short leash on this man.
Yeah.
And I'm ripping on him. I got a leash on him and I'm going to rip it back real hard and I'm going to leave. Like, whoa, let me figure out why. Like, just send an email or something or figure out what's going on. I don't want to just... A lot of these people, to me, are just hopping on a trend and looking for clicks.
Yeah.
It's really what it feels like to me. And it's like a crazy response.
I want to address this. When you were telling me this, it really grieved and saddened my heart. Because, I mean, let's just say that you've been attending a church for 5-10 years, and all of a sudden you're going to leave over one thing.
One Sunday.
Over one Sunday. Like, has that pastor not pastored you, shepherded you? Have they not discipled you, brought you along? Like, and you're going to just throw all of that away because of one thing on a Sunday morning? Maybe the pastor, our senior pastor, Pastor Tim, just recently celebrated his 40th anniversary of pastoring Cornerstone Church. Mm-hmm. And something that he made mention of a lot that I really admired that he made mention of this was, thank you for making room for my faults. Obviously, because I don't respond perfectly to everything. Like, I have made mistakes. He's even talked to us as a staff that, over the past, maybe 5 years with some of the COVID stuff and things, is that, hey, maybe we could have responded differently as a church to some of these things. And maybe your pastor was wrestling with that, and he's just like, man, maybe I should have said something, maybe I didn't. And we should, just like our pastors have for years made allowances for our faults, have been patient with us, gracious to us, that we should have that same exact response to them.
Yeah, it's been grieving a little bit to my spirit to watch some of these responses, and I also have been I was really offended with Mark Driscoll's response.
Yeah, you had mentioned something about that to me.
Yeah, I saw it this morning.
I hadn't seen it.
It hit me so hard. I couldn't believe it. But he made a post, and it was like a written out thing. You had to read it. And it said, if your church didn't mention Charlie Kirk on Sunday, I leave it. And me and my staff are putting together a list of churches that did mention Charlie Kirk. And so if you're looking for a good church, check out my list.
Wow.
I don't like that.
I have lots of thoughts about that immediately just came into my head.
I don't like that at all.
Like, what in the world authority do you think that you have to do anything like that?
I don't know.
That's the first thought that came into my head. Like, almost like, who do you think you are to be like, good church, bad church, good church, bad church because of one Sunday? Based
off of, one Sunday. And okay, you're willing. It's intense.
Yeah.
It's it's upsetting to me.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
It makes me frustrated, almost mad, like.
Yeah. That's a quick, that's a huge statement.
Yeah.
And I would be there's other fish to fry.
Yeah.
There's other fish to fry.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So that's really this has been some of the responses on this has been some of the stuff happening on social media. It's been really upsetting to me today. With this we're so divided as a nation.
Yeah.
And you know what? The church is divided too.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say, is that our nation is so divided, so split, that the church should be the place where we see unity, right? Because the Bible literally says where the brethren dwell together in what? In unity, There, God commands a blessing. And yet the church is, for some reason, so divided about what happened with Charlie Kirk, which doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't want the church's response to be, let's create division. Because
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, the church's response should be, hey, let's bring unity. Let's move forward. Like, let's be a place where anybody can walk in with all of their hurt, all of their trauma, all of their baggage, and we can welcome them in. Like, that should be the church's response. Not, well, that church, they're false because on one Sunday they didn't mention Charlie Kirk's name.
Because they didn't mention Charlie Kirk's name. You know, there's all these churches have never mentioned Charlie Kirk before.
Right.
He wasn't like this driving force for the church.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been going to church my whole life. Charlie Kirk, obviously, is a great guy, great man, a wonderful father.
Yeah.
Love Jesus.
Yeah.
I love the guy, but like he wasn't like a part of our church. Like I'm just saying, like, how do I say this? I never once heard anybody talk about him.
Right.
Nobody was talking about Charlie Kirk in the halls. Nobody's been talking about Charlie Kirk in their messages.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you better mention him on Sunday, or else you're the worst church in the world. That's where we're at. I don't like that.
Yeah,
that's weird. It's like a big overreaction. And you know, some of these Christians online. Ever heard the term ambulance chaser?
Oh yeah,
where a lawyer just parks by the ambulance. Mm-hmm. Hands out his cards to victims. Yeah, right. It feels like a lot of these pastors and church people and Christians are just ambulance chasers with these tragedies now. Yeah. This one specifically feels like I am going to draw as many people to my church as possible because of this event. Yeah. And I don't like that either. That feels disingenuous and cringy. Yeah, it really does. I was listening to a podcast. This is interesting. So I was listening to a podcast actually today, but it was recorded last week from some guys. They did a super fast turnaround. It was like one that was recorded on Thursday, posted on Thursday last week. Yeah. Right after it had happened with Charlie. And it was interesting because it was a room full of three guys and one of them, his wife, who are not pastors. They're all Christians. They all love Jesus. It's actually a hunting and fishing podcast that I listen to. But they're all Christians. They love Jesus. And they were talking about it. And it's so interesting. I feel like their response that they put out there to the world was healthier than we're seeing some of these pastors and internet influencers that are trying. Maybe they're just trying to get a click, to get a like, to attract somebody else. And then these four people who are just Christians, they love Jesus. They're not like leaders in the church. They're not social media influencers. They were just talking about how, man, this is so incredibly sad. Like, it's okay to have these feelings. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be mad. But we need to go back to Jesus. We need to understand the fruit of the Spirit. We can process this together. Like, it should be a turning back to, like, our family. We should be going to church. Yes. We should be getting around community. Yes. And so it's so... I want that to be people's response. Right. And that's what I'm... Like, that's what's frustrating is that, okay, so these four people who are duck hunters and fishermen and like... But they're just Christians. They just love Jesus. They have no influence, like, in the church. They're not social media influencers. I hope, Pastor Luke, I hope that is a better representation of what a lot of just Christians are experiencing in America right now. And that I'm hoping that these pastors that are saying these things, that these social media influencers that are out there for the clicks and the likes, I hope that those are the outliers, but unfortunately those are also the voices that we hear so loudly. They're the loudest. My response to Charlie Kirk is shock and awe. Yeah. We have fallen as a nation. Lean into your church. hold your family close.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
Yeah.
Speak loudly.
Yeah.
Stand for the truth.
Yeah.
Point people to Jesus.
Come on.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. People are looking for hope in these troubled times.
Yeah.
Let's be a voice of love and unity.
Yeah.
During these troubled times. Let's draw close to Jesus together.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
I don't like what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I love what you said. I totally agree with it. I mean, the day it happened, I posted on social media. I just was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Where we're at now.
Right.
And it shocked me and shook me.
Yeah.
My heart was like
Absolutely.
affected.
Yeah.
But you know what? My response was, I love my family. I love Jesus.
Yeah.
I love my church.
Right.
We're going to get through this together.
Yeah.
I wish that was the response of everybody.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've got no control over it, but some of this stuff has been crazy.
Yeah. It has.
And troubling.
Yeah.
Troubling again. Mm-hmm. Troubling the first with what happened on Wednesday and trouble again this week. It was just different kind of trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And I think what you said, I think you wrapped it up really well. Really well said. I mean, I think that's what our response should be. And I hope that maybe you're listening, you're being honest, and you're saying, that hasn't been my response. Well, I hope you can come and get in the presence of God and work through this in a healthy way and not in a divisive, division creating way.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. I'm praying for unity and restoration. And I'm praying that we as a nation can find God.
Yeah.
Find Jesus Christ.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolutely.
All right. Man, what was this podcast like? A spicy habanero mango?
Yeah. It kind of was.
Started spicy, continued spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ended maybe a little sweet.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit. You can get that
gosh.
little mango flavor in there.
My goodness. Yeah. All right, buddy. I'll catch you on the next one.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Youth and Young Adult Podcast. Youth and Young Adult Podcast. Youth and Young Adult Podcast.